Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. I am Diana from IK Academy. I would like to welcome all of you to our webinar of the Learn with IK Live series. For your information, this webinar is organized by our iClub by IK community page in Facebook. We have a dream to create and nurture a community of great engineers. So do join our community page and also don't forget to invite other people so that everyone can gain something beneficial from it. Just go to the page and click join. As a friendly reminder, please register yourself through Eventbrite to make sure that you won't miss any notifications for our upcoming events, and as a record purposes that you have joined our webinar today. If you have any question to ask about this, whether about joining our community page or about Eventbrite, just type in comment. Our crew will attend to your questions, and also don't forget to type hashtag IK Academy. I would like to say thank you to all our returning audience. I believe there are some of you here, and to those who are new and this is the first time that you heard about us, we are a technical training provider and we have the purpose of transforming engineers into greatness. At IK Academy, we wanted to build and inspire greater engineers for the world, integrating knowledge as a force for good. Engineers are inventors, designers, and builders of modern age. Engineers build the world. Hence, we believe that greater engineers create the world. Neutrality is our priority. We are totally brand neutral with a strict focus on education. Our training programs cover power, maintenance, environment, building facilities, mechanical, electrical, project management, and more. We are committed to provide the best learning experience to everyone. We believe that learning is a lifelong process. So before we proceed with our webinar today, please like and share this live webinar with those who you think will be interested with our sharing. You may click the share button and share it directly to your social media page, or you may share around the link via WhatsApp, Telegram, or any medium that you may find, as long as it can reach to as many people as possible. So for your information, this webinar is streaming on our Facebook, LinkedIn, and also YouTube page. And also, please type hashtag IK Academy in comment to show your support and also your presence when you are visiting the page. So today we will have a webinar with the title of Achieving Best Maintenance Practices of Rotating Equipment Using 5P. Our invited speaker, 𝗔𝗰𝗱𝗆𝗺𝗆 Roznan Abdul Rashid, will share his knowledge and experience with us today. So let me read a bit about his profile. Yeah. So 𝗔𝗰𝗱𝗆𝗺𝗆 Roznan has over 30 years of experience in operation, maintenance, repair, and overhaul for rotating equipment, including diesel engines and ship rotating machinery. He has worked in various industries such as shipping, oil and gas, and power generation in various organizations such as General Electric, Alstom Power, ExxonMobil, Petronas, and Shell, and currently works as a trainer, facilitator, and technical consultant. So we are delightful to have 𝗔𝗰𝗱𝗆 Roznan together with us today. So Encik Roznan, maybe you can switch on your camera and unmute your mic. So Assalamualaikum Encik Roznan, how are you?
Okay, Waalaikumsalam.
Hope you are doing just fine. Is there anything that you wanted to add up to your profile just now, just in case I missed any point that is important?
I think that's already good.
Okay, so
Yeah,
to
we see now.
everyone here, please say
Hmm.
hello to Encik Roznan by typing in comment. And also don't forget to type hashtag IK Academy. Okay, so again, before we proceed with the webinar, I will appreciate your help to like and share this live show to everyone that you can think of, or probably you can share in your community page in Facebook, LinkedIn, or anywhere else now so that they can join us together. And if you have any question throughout the webinar, please feel free to type your question in comment section anytime, and I will read your question accordingly, probably once the presentation ends and if time permits. Okay, so Cik Roznan, you may share your slide and I shall leave the screen for you. Anything you can just call me. I will always on the back. Okay, I can see your slide. So enjoy everyone.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Hope you are good this morning. So I'm Roznan. I will be sharing with you some of my knowledge and my experience with regards to maintenance practice using 5P. This is based on my experience and also my knowledge for over 30 years working with various industries and also various organizations. So hopefully that my sharing here can give you some ideas or some extra knowledge that you can maybe develop later to learn more about maintenance and also about rotating equipment for your organization and for your own self. Okay, what are the 5P? The 5P that I have gathered for actually is not only specific for maintenance, but it can also be developed for any projects or any tasks that you have to do at the plant regarding maintenance or project. So this 5P does not follow any sequence or importance. It's up to you later on if you want to try out the 5P. Which one is more important to you or also to your organization? So the first one is people. Second is process. Third, planning. Fifth is performance. And the final one, the 50 is profit. So in any organization, the end result, whatever you do is the profit may be one of the important factor to your organization or to you so that the organization can sustain and survive. Okay, let's look at the first P, people. So what do I mean by people is that people is actually you are the people and we are part of the people. So in any organization, there are various roles, various jobs, various posts inside an organization, whether it is a small organization or a big organization. So for engineers, for operators, or maintaining the plant, commonly we have the maintenance manager, operation manager, plant manager, engineers, warehouse manager, technician, storekeeper, procurement manager, and various executives in the power plant or in any plant in general. So all these people must work together, and even we have a different role, but the objective should be the same, is to achieve the objective of the organization and also the objective to maintain and operate the plant properly so that the plant can give the proper performance and the output. So in summary, all of us must work together in our organization to achieve our objective. So in terms of people, one of the most important aspect as the people in the organization, we have to have knowledge, and we need to have also skills, and we have to strive and develop ourselves by training or attending courses or even by our own experience. And we have to have our own initiative to learn by observing, by readings, or by asking from people that are more experienced than us. And people with more experience can be our coach or can be our mentor, and us as a mentee. So no matter what role that you have, you need to be knowledgeable in your own area. So your objective or your focus is maybe to be a person very good in your own field, but then in the meantime, you should also understand other people role that you might support, and so that you can understand and work together with them. Okay, one of the important factor as the people in organization, we must be transparent, and we have to communicate with each other in terms of when we want to achieve any objective. Communication is very, very important, and we could not work in a silo, and everyone has to work together, communicate together, and anything we have to discuss or communicate, and later on we need to have a consensus on what to decide, and then what are the timeline to achieve. And okay, the next one is coordination. So normally in big or even small organization, coordination is very, very important, because some of the tasks that we have to do is very time stringent. So, and time cannot be wasted. So a proper coordination, and when do we need to finish the task, we need to agree and to achieve our objective. And also the roles that I mentioned just now, it must be understand that we have our specific role to achieve, and also we need to also understand other people's roles, so that we can achieve our role, our objective, and also everybody can also achieve their role in the organization. Okay, next one, under second P, is the process. So process is also very important in any organization, because we as people, we need to be what you say, very streamlined or very coordinated in our work, daily work. So a process is very important, so that everybody actually know which procedure to follow, which process to follow, and each person also understand how long they need to complete the process. Okay, in any organization, we have a business process, and for the technical people, maybe we have a specific process in terms of maintenance process or project, or even the operation or the production. So most of the time, or normally, organization, they will use tools, business tools, to facilitate these processes. And under the processes, they have procedures, and then work method, and then work order. So these tools sometimes they are quite independent, like CMMS, which is Computerized Maintenance Management System, and even like ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning, example SAP, System Application and Products in Data Processing. So these tools are actually meant to facilitate our administration to manage and to plan what we have to do to achieve the objective. But in terms of the usage, the operator like us, we have to be disciplined to key in the data, to update the data so that the system are up to date. It is no point that we have a very expensive system, but we do not know how to use the system, or even we does not regularly update in the system, or even we do not react to the system requirement. Suppose that in the system we need to act within 1 or 2 days, so we need to respond to the process that are being given to us from another people from different role, which are interrelated to our objective. So these are the users if we have a very integrated system. So everything is integrated where the operation and maintenance manual are inside there, the schedule, the records, method, safety, quality, and also the parameters of the equipment. And also the inventories, ordering of spare, material, consumable, and also the package must maybe also having a procurement or logistic process, budget, and also approval system, because the approval sometimes may need a few level from the user level to the engineers, to the managers, or even to the power plant manager, or to the plant manager. Or sometimes if the budget is very, very high, maybe need to be approved by the board of the company. So everybody actually has a role to update the system. Example, even you are managing the warehouse, it's very important to update the level of inventory, because if it's not updated, when we view the inventory, it looks like the inventory are enough, but then in actual the inventory or the quantity of the parts or material are not according to the actual on the shelf. So this is quite important when we plan for maintenance. When we thought that the material are there and then we didn't order the material, when we want to start the task or do the maintenance, and we found out that on the shelf in actual there are no material or spare parts. So this will interrupt the maintenance. Okay. For maintenance, there are also processes for the maintenance, and these are typical types of maintenance. We have a preventive or corrective maintenance. Under the preventive, we have a condition-based or predetermined, and this one is based on schedule. And for on condition is a schedule, on request, or on continuous. Corrective, immediate or deferred. So it depends on your organization or your maintenance and operation department to decide whether which maintenance type that you want to adopt, or maybe you need to combine everything together. Example like on condition, you can do a condition monitoring program like the thermal imaging or vibration analysis or loop oil analysis. So this one will be based on a condition where you have to track the condition of the data. And like the predetermined, you need to do a schedule whether the condition is okay or not okay. You have to change the spare part or the material. And you have a corrective. So the maintenance type is actually the most important, is that we do not want to have a unplanned breakdown where we interrupt the operation or the production of the plant. Okay. Okay, the definition of maintenance. Maintenance is a combination of action intended to retain an item in or restore it to a state in which it can perform the function that is required for the item to provide the given service. Okay, the two type of clarification maintenance action. Actions oriented toward retaining certain operating or certain item, preventive. Action dedicated to restoring the item to set condition, corrective. So since our session is quite short, so I won't go very deep into the maintenance definition and also the type of maintenance. Okay. Next is the maintenance level. You have level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. Level 1 is autonomous management, where you have cleaning, inspection, lubrication, simple repair, and replacement. This may be daily inspection or weekly inspection. And level 2, you have a corrective maintenance, equipment cut removal, solving equipment abnormalities, fault diagnostic, and also some minor repair. Preventive maintenance, overhaul, training, and standardization. Level 4, maintenance prevention, improvement, early equipment management, new equipment technique and system. And level 5, where you need to hire outside contract or even OEM to do a repair or to do the maintenance for your plant equipment. So again, it's up to your organization to decide how many level of maintenance that is suitable for the organization or to the plant. Okay, this is quite basic. Why do we do maintenance? First one is to ensure availability. Again, the end result will be profit. We do not want to disrupt the production or to the operation. And to ensure reliability, yes, to avoid breakdown. And to avoid damage of equipment, okay, we do not want to damage the equipment because of simple maintenance. If the equipment that is damaged, the end result may be more expensive to repair the equipment. And to avoid risk of personnel injuries. So this is also quite important to the safety of personnel, where if in case some of the equipment fail, it's not only damage to the equipment, but it may also give injury to the personnel. So this we do not want to happen. Okay, what would happen without maintenance? So if we don't have maintenance, planning to do maintenance also is not possible. So we just maybe wait for the equipment to break down. Okay, this is unplanned or unforeseen plant outage. This is quite serious because this will disrupt the plant production and also maybe the operation of the plant. Again, risk to the equipment and also personnel, and of course, increased cost, consequential damage. This also can be a catastrophe because sometimes the damage can cause other damage to other parts of the equipment or damage to other parts of another equipment. So we would like to avoid this to happen to our equipment and also to our plant. So another thing that is also important, this is more towards the upper management to develop a maintenance policy that is suitable for the plant or to the organization. So in terms of policy, it must be developed carefully so that it will be suitable for the user, for the operator, and also suitable for the maintenance people, and also of course to the other people that are supporting the roles of the plant. Okay, next is planning. Planning is also important when we are operating or doing a maintenance for plant. Okay, planning, we need to plan for the maintenance where we need to execute the maintenance, whether it is short or whether it's a long maintenance that require a shutdown. Short maintenance may not need to shut down the equipment or even to the plant, and maybe sometime only certain type of equipment, or even if you have a redundancy, we can shut down one pump and then we do maintenance to this pump, and we put on another pump. So also important is procurement of spare. So this must be planned properly so that it will match to your maintenance program and maintenance when you want to replace the spare. And procurement of services. So sometimes you need to hire outside resource or outside manpower or specialists from OEM. So this also must be planned so that the time when you need the manpower or the specialist is matching the time that you want to shut down the equipment or to do a long shutdown. Okay, this is a sample of a time schedule when you execute a long maintenance, which is a shutdown. So you need to schedule properly in terms of when you want to start, when you want to end, and then how much time you are given the window to shut down the plant or to shut down the system. So this need to be carefully planned, and it's very critical that if you have only short time, the plan must be strictly followed. Okay, we have individual tasks here, and then duration of the task, and how the tasks are interconnected together. So this need a lot of coordination supervising, and also some skills on project management. Okay, this is a time schedule. And also the schedule must also have mobilization and also demobilization of personnel, number of people, the lineup, and number of personnel. So this must be carefully planned before you do any long shutdown. Okay, in any task of doing maintenance, or even that you want to do a long shutdown, the definition of scope, which parts need to be replaced, lifetime related, and then which part need to be repaired, and then do you have a specific instruction to be issued to the person that will be doing the job? Do you have any modification or any improvement, or do you have any specific safety requirement that you need to follow, such as confined space or hot work that you need to follow a certain procedure before you can do the job? Okay, one thing that is also important, the material. Okay, some spare, the delivery may take a very long time to arrive. So you need to plan this very, very carefully. So you need to check with the supplier or to the OEM, how long is the delivery time. So this need to be planned early so that your spare part or material can arrive on time, because some OEM, they only have a small stock, and if you order based on urgent delivery, they may charge some premium, but then you need to discuss and check with your OEM and also the supplier for your material and also spare part. Okay, in terms of maintenance, sometimes we need to use a very special tool to do the maintenance, like opening the equipment, opening the casing. So maybe you need a special equipment like hydraulic tool. So these tools are also sometimes limited, and the availability must be checked with the supplier so that these tools can be delivered to your site, coincide, matching the time that you require it. So all this must be coordinated. Okay, another is manpower. Manpower also must be planned, because sometimes the local labor and also manpower are limited, and also OEM specialists can be also limited. So this need to be planned early. Okay, planning may start 20 months prior to shutdown. This depends on the first is the manpower availability, the spare part availability, tool availability. So you have to plan carefully so that your shutdown or even your maintenance can be carried out smoothly. Okay, for this planning, you need to create schedule. where example in the schedule is you need to have the timeline, the milestone owner, the deliverable, and you have a certain phases of the planning, definition, preparation, execution, and close out. So again, depend on your organization, which planning or which template format that you want to utilize suitable for your company. Or this is only an example of the planning. This is a schedule, a very detailed schedule where you have the phase from the definition, preparation, execution, and close out. And you have the timeline. You have how many months you have to start the planning, where you have the negative 29. And in the inspection phase, and then you have the milestone code when you want to start, and then you have the milestone owner and what are the deliverables that you need to deliver before each of the milestone. So this milestone is very important. You need to abide so that your maintenance, inspection, or your maintenance tasks can be executed on time. So this is where, like I mentioned just now, the people expect is very, very important, because if you look inside the schedule, you have the scope, the parts, the manpower, the safety. So everybody must be working together and must be coordinated together, and they have their own timeline to deliver. So the schedule, normally the key indicator is to identify which part is having the longest long lead load time, time. So how many months the spare part can be delivered. Okay, once you have done your maintenance or your services, or even on daily basis, your equipment must perform well, so that whatever you have done, the maintenance or the services, the end result is to perform. So you need to monitor the performance of each equipment, each system, or even for the whole plant. And also you need to also have a performance on safety and profit, and also plant availability. Okay, in terms of individual parameter, you need to monitor the operating parameters, doing the condition monitoring, using NDT diagnostic. So you need to check the temperature, pressure, flow rate, vibration, noise, and then you can check using a thermal image. Also, you need to check with the corrosion, leaks, and also like power plant, they need to have a power output efficiency. And sometimes we need to do the performance test. So depend on your plan, what type of performance that you are looking for. And also related to the performance, you need to also check any signs of deterioration, like maybe your power is already deteriorating. You have less power compared to 1 year ago, and then you have less flow rate. So this sometimes you need to have a diagnostic, NDT, measurement, vibration, thermal image. And sometimes you need to upgrade your system or your equipment so that you can gain back the performance based on the original specification for of the equipment or the whole plant, where you need to do maybe overhaul, reconditioning, and you also need to monitor the breakdown frequency, which equipment have a lot of problem and which equipment are quite reliable and less breakdown. And also you need to have a record to analyze the data. Okay, under performance, also you need to monitor the alignment, the lubrication, and also the bearing condition. These are basically common factors that you need to monitor for rotating equipment. For the whole system, maybe you need to check the lube oil, fuel oil, air intake, the processes, whether it's smooth or not. Then the cooling system, check the heat exchanger, pumps, fans, compressor, turbine, pressure vessel, and boiler. And also the output of the system. Okay, for the plant, maybe depend on the plant and also organization. Maybe you have the percent availability of the plant that you need to achieve, and then maybe you need to have output rate, maybe in ton or barrel or megawatt, and other quantity rate or output rate that you are bound to deliver. And also the performance, you can also have environmental health and safety, and then the target revenue and profit, and also miscellaneous KPI that is set up as target by your organization and your company. And of course, the end result is to have a good profit, whether it's complied to the maintenance budget, operation budget, and also the plant budget. And also under the profit, in any organization, we need to also abide to the national regulation, local regulation, so that we can avoid penalty. So penalty can actually reduce our profit, and such as environment or the safety. So we do not need to waste our budget or money in terms of abiding the regulation. So this example, since my background is more on gas turbine, so I'll give one example. This is a side view of a gas turbine, where in a gas turbine, we have a lot of components and a lot of items. And each item, it has a different spec. And normally, when we do shutdown, we have to remove all these component and also the spare part. So this is where the 5P that I mentioned just now can be applicable, where you need to have the spare part on time, you need to have the manpower on time or the specialist, you need to have the tool to open the casing, special tool, and then you need to have the equipment, material, everything must be ready before the inspection, or it must be ready just in time during the phase of the execution. So it depends on you in terms of the planning to identify all this, and then to also identify how much coordination, the timeline that you need to do the preparation and also the execution. Okay, this is typical sample of a centrifugal pump. It's similar to the turbine, it's just maybe a smaller, but it still have components and also parts that need to be checked, need to be repaired, or need to be replaced. So all this must be planned and also must be coordinated carefully so that any maintenance, small or big, can be done properly and smoothly during the execution. Okay, I think that's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Encik Roznan, for the sharing, and we hope that you all learned something just now. So to everyone here, if you have any question to ask, please type your question in comment. And as for the rest of you, if you don't have any question, just type hashtag IK Academy, or probably you can type hashtag Greater Engineers or hashtag Greater World. Encik Roznan, probably you can stop share your slide first because we are going to share one slide. Yeah. Okay, so before we proceed with the questions and to give some time for everyone to write their questions, if there is any, I would like to highlight our upcoming trainings that you might be interested in as shown in the screen. Please scan the barcode shown and click on the link shared in the comment section to get more details. Okay, so let's continue with the questions. Okay. I will read the question that we get earlier from Eventbrite. So the first question is Encik Roznan. Any advice or common examples in segregating production and maintenance teams' role in managing rotating equipment?
Okay, thank you for the question. In fact, in any maintenance organization or maintenance team, we normally has to work together with the operation, the procurement, and sometimes even with the admin, yeah? So that our task and our objective in the maintenance department can be achieved. So it actually involve people just now under the first P. So all the people must be working together and coordinated together, and maybe the tasks and also the roles of each people must be defined so that they have their deliverable and their timeline to deliver whatever they have been given. So this must be defined earlier by the maybe the managerial team and also with the engineers and even like with the supervisors.
Oh, thank you, Encik Roznan. Hope that answer your question. Yeah. Okay. I think I saw a question from Facebook. This one, what is the effective maintenance for rotating equipments? This one for Mr. Nyana Pragasam.
Okay, just now I show that there are a few types of maintenance program for equipment. So whether it's a predictive, prevention, or condition based. So it depends on your preference whether you want to do condition monitoring. So it's towards more condition based, where you do a program on vibration analysis, or you have to check the equipment regularly, or you need to do a time base. So you need to identify the 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 specific equipment, because there is no actually specific program or specific method to identify. But from my experience, condition monitoring helps a lot to identify rotating equipment, because using condition monitoring like vibration analysis, actually you can identify the data, and it can give early indication whether you have something like misalignment or maybe wear and tear inside the rotating equipment in the pump, like the blades, the impeller, or even the bearing. So it helps a lot so that you can identify the problem early. But then you need to have a regular condition monitoring program. Besides, you do the time-based replacement of parts.
Okay, so thank you, Roznan. Hope Roznan answer your question, yeah, Mr. Nyana Pragasam. Okay, next, the question is how to become a certified rotating equipment engineer.
Oh, okay. So far, I have not come across any specialization on rotating equipment, but maybe you can check with this Society for Maintenance and Reliability Professional. You call it SMRP.
SMRT, yeah.
It's quite general, but it's for uh, specialization in maintenance and reliability, where if you are certified, you can be given a certified maintenance and reliability professional. You can check in the web.
The web SMRP, is it? Okay,
SMRP.
SMRT web.
Mm.
Okay, can, no problem. Okay, the next one is question from Ivan Brad as well. What is the best way to manage team technician? I think just now you also mentioned in your slide, but probably you can give some short summary. What is the best way to manage team or technician?
Okay, this also related to people,
Yeah.
and even under the maintenance team, normally we have a few discipline: electrical, instrumentation, mechanical, and even sometimes other disciplines are also involved in the maintenance team. So sometimes you have to coordinate and integrate your team together so that they can work each other as a team. So this is where we need to have sometimes we need to have the division of work, and also division of responsibility, and also deliverable, because sometimes when you want to open up a machine or open up a system as a whole, maybe you need to start with the instrumentation, where the instrumentation need to open up the cable, the gauges first, and then after that, maybe the cabling to the equipment. That one is done by the electrical. And then after that, you need to open up the equipment casing or the pump. So that one is done by the mechanical. So this is where the coordination in terms of the scheduling, division of work, and also the timeline needs to be defined early. And the objective is actually to do the maintenance or the task in a predefined timeline. So maybe this can help to coordinate the team better.
Hope this helped to others, yeah, because like what you mentioned just now in your slide, those I mean like about people and everything, we can
Mhm.
also apply in other area, not
Yes,
only
yes,
just
yes.
maintenance and everything, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so it's a good sharing actually. Okay, so last question from that I get from Eventbrite and other, if let's say you still have question, we still have time to answer a few more questions. So this one is from Eventbrite as well. How to properly maintain rotating extruder?
Yeah. this is also basically even extruder is normally is categorized under rotating equipment. So actually, the first important thing is to maybe monitor the equipment regularly, and maybe you need to have this condition monitoring program, so that you can actually uh, monitor the condition of the equipment until it shows any deterioration. So maybe you can try condition monitoring and any suitable condition monitoring techniques. I think we also have IK also have some condition monitoring
Yep.
and
Correct.
thermography program, right?
Yes, yes,
Training.
correct.
So you need
Need
to
to find
be
it. Yep.
quite specialized in this.
Mm,
And also you need to understand or even uh, maybe work together with the OEM,
okay.
because normally OEM they have a lot of uh, equipment that's similar to the one that you are using, and sometimes they have the common problem with the rest of the world. So maybe it's worth to share with them some of the common problem
Right.
that they are facing also. So that's where you tackle this
Mm,
to ensure your equipment are reliable.
yep. Okay. So I hope that answer your question. Yeah, this one is from mechanical engineer. Okay, so I believe there is no more question anymore from the crowd. Okay, so I guess we have come to the end of our session today. Any last advice or messages that you wanted to tell the audience, Roznan?
Okay, thank you very much for attending the webinar. So actually this is very quite short session, so I could not get into very depth uh, on the subject. So it's only like introductory or an overview of the principles, and also some overview on the equipment maintenance. But then if you need to get in detail or in depth, you may attend other specialized courses, or even you can uh, learn, like I mentioned just now, by yourself from other people with more experience, and then asking the OEM suppliers, and also sharing the common problem with other users with the rest of the world.
True.
Sometimes they also have a forum
Mhm.
for specific item that can be shared among the users. So it can also help you to gain knowledge. And in terms of knowledge, to get into depth on the principles, maybe on the science, the concept or the basic, that one you need to attend training or courses.
So thank you, Encik Roznan, for your sharing today. I believe all of you here gains lots of knowledge from you. So if you are interested to learn more from TS Roznan, we have scheduled a session of 2 days training on 14 and 15 March 2023. This is confirmed already, yeah, about rotating equipment operation, maintenance, repair, and overhaul. Please fill up the form via link that IK Crew shared in comments to get more details about this training, and we might have some special discount if you are really interested to join his training. Okay, so to all of you here, please leave some comments or a thank you note in Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube to our guest speaker today. At least we know that we share something beneficial to you. And also don't forget to type hashtag IK Academy. So please like and follow our page in Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also join our FB community page, iClub by IK, to get latest news for our upcoming IK Live webinar series and also other content sharing. Last but not least, please check your email for a thank you email via Eventbrite to get the link or barcode to retrieve your e-certificate, and don't forget to claim it within 3 days. Well, I hope I can see you again. Thanks from me, Diana from IK Academy. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye, Encik
Okay,
Roznan.
thank you very
Bye-bye.
much.
See you.